Hey everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and today I'm going to do a collective reading on this full moon in Aquarius happening on August 1st. So we're going to take a look at the energies and see what might be coming in for you. What are some things to kind of take note of, observe? What are some things that could be challenging, and what are some helpful energies for this full moon? So full moons are always kind of completions of cycles. So, ending something and beginning something else. Aquarius is the sign of kind of uh, the self-sufficient, independent person. Generally, kind of marches to the beat of their own drum. But let's see what the energies have. I'm going to pull some tea leaf oracle first to get started, and then we'll take a look at the tarot. So what does everyone need to know for this full moon in Aquarius? Whoa. Okay. So we have dog barking, advice from a friend. We have apple, temptation will test you. We have wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. We have dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. I'll lay these out and then we'll talk about them. And then we have carriage, a journey either physical or mental. And we have hills, obstacles to overcome. Okay, so it looks like the energy that this full moon in Aquarius is bringing is there are certain things that you're going to need to pay attention to in your life that could be a little bit more challenging, but this is part of your journey. This is, kind of going with the flow. I'm seeing is going to help you. Uh, and that this is a time where you could be excelling, like in work or with your financial life, whatever you do, your physical world stability. It doesn't have to necessarily be financial, um, but there are going to be some obstacles. There could be some temptation. I feel like your friends are going to be here helping you. You're going to have a lot of support from the people that you rely on. So, using discernment with who those people are is going to be key. Universe has your back with this. I'm also seeing universe has your back. I'm also seeing, like, have fun with this. Whatever you're doing, this is a journey that you're taking for a reason. There's obstacles to overcome for a reason. And these are hills. I want to point out hills are smaller than mountains. So it's not like they're the most daunting challenges. It's just going to be, there are going to be some things that come up where you're maybe going to have to get creative. And you might be tempted to do something, take the easy way. And I love what Matt Kahn says. I just thought of what Matt Kahn says. He says, the ego has one agenda, and that agenda is cheat to win. So I'm almost wondering if your ego could be getting in the way with this full moon, where you're going to have that temptation to cheat to win, and you really need to kind of like pull yourself back and do the thing that um, has the most integrity. Align yourself with your values. Do what is in alignment with your belief system, your morality. So this looks really good already. It looks like there's a lot happening for this full moon, but let's pull some tarot and see what other messages come out. So for everybody, what does everyone need to know for this full moon in Aquarius? We have the Six of Wands. So I feel like success, yeah, again with the wreath, completion of a cycle, like I said, the spotlight might be on you, but you are going to be successful. There's a lot of energy. I feel like you're going to have a lot of energy this season. You really have some great ideas, and you really need to kind of bring those ideas to the forefront with whatever you're doing. You're going to be successful and receive recognition and praise for that. That's beautiful. I love that. We have the Five of Swords, so you are in your head a little bit. There is a conflict of thoughts. There's a conflict in communication. And we do have Mercury is in Virgo, which Virgo is a mercurial sign. So there is going to be like a lot of communication. There's a lot of communication, a lot of thoughts happening. Um, that's separate from this, but we also have Venus is in retrograde, remember, in the sign of Leo. So that could be kind of like where some of this conflict is coming from. What else do we have for the full moon? Three of Cups. Again with the friends. We have dog barking, advice from a friend, and then this card is, you know, reminding you to spend time with friends that, spending time with others could be very healing to you, could also help you kind of like open that third eye chakra, that intuition part of yourself. So that's beautiful. What else do we have for everyone for this full moon? We have the Six of Cups. So there's a sense of loyalty here again with friends, but there's a sense of like a process. You could see this young boy is growing old and his puppy dog is coming with him. And so there's a sense of harmony and happiness throughout this journey. This is part of your life journey. This is, again with the dolphins, like having fun with it, spending time with friends. Beautiful energy. What else do we have for everyone for this full moon in Aquarius? Five of Cups. Disappointment, loss, grief. Something that you're going to have to leave behind. Something that needs to be left behind. Something that's necessary to be left behind to continue on this journey. So we can kind of see the struggle is going to be in your thoughts and your emotions, I feel like, because we have the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups. So that's really where the struggle's coming in for this full moon for you guys. What is the Hermit? Yeah, so process of healing. So I feel like there's also, like I said with the Six of Wands, there's going to be a lot of time where you're going to be in the spotlight, maybe a lot of energy, like fast moving energy, but also they're saying take that time for yourself, that self-care, really like taking the time to kind of like internalize all the energetic things that are happening around you. What's this? Let's see, we have the Knight of Swords. So yeah, again, with the fast-moving energy, fast-moving thoughts. So a lot of communication. This is telling me to be careful about your communication, just because you have a struggle. So maybe, not always battling. Like, maybe it's not about being right or having the right answer. Maybe it's more about collaboration. And so sometimes the Knight of Swords can be very sharp with his tongue. So just be cautious about, kind of how you're communicating, the thoughts that you're speaking to yourself, but also the words that you're speaking to others and with others, and the words that you're allowing others to speak with you. So having that discernment, having boundaries for this full moon. We have the Two of Pentacles. So this is about balancing it out. Yeah, because there's so much energy, there's a lot of movement, a lot of motion. I feel like I'm getting a sense of very like almost like chaotic energy or like overwhelming energy. So this is you needing to balance that out. That's why they're saying, self-care, spending time alone, spending time with friends, bouncing ideas off of friends, trying to really maintain that your personal centeredness. How do you center yourself? How do you ground yourself? A lot happening with this full moon. And with all the other astrological placements. We have the Queen of Cups. So yeah, they're just reiterating to me that self-care, where there is happiness and harmony, needing to find that for yourself, needing to kind of like, bring it back in at the end of the day, whatever happened, whatever, things that really like got you overexcited and overwhelmed and were very exciting, really hold that energy, bring it back in, and find that inner peace. Where is your peace? Taking care of yourself, having that intuition to know. What else do we have? We have the Six of Pentacles. So this is you, again, balancing it out, kind of like the Two of Pentacles. This is you, that give and take relationship. Balancing out also, I feel like there's some loss, some disappointment, some struggle in your feelings and thoughts, but kind of try to keep yourself in balance really with all this. Then we have the King of Cups. Wow, that's beautiful. So balancing out that internal and external part of yourself that heals. You know how sometimes we need to go inward, to heal, but we also sometimes need to go outward and get gain perspective from other people. So that's very beautiful. Let's clarify these cards. So yeah, big theme is like this is part of your healing journey. They're cautioning you about struggle in your thoughts and feelings for this full moon. But this is like you really coming into some sort of power within yourself. You finding, it's kind of like that self-efficacy where you try something, you don't know if you can do it, but you're just like fake it till you make it kind of thing. And then you realize, oh my gosh, I totally can do this. And so you have greater confidence in yourself after that. So that's so beautiful. But let's clarify and see what else we get. Show me about this Six of Wands. We have the Four of Cups. So this is about complacency. So yeah, I feel like there's kind of like, remember I was talking about this overwhelm? I feel like there's kind of like this overwhelm this week with this full moon, and you're going to be offered a lot of things, and I feel like there's almost a point where you kind of have the tendency to shut down and shut off. And they're saying don't do that because the universe is really coming in with something special for you this week with this full moon. And that you need to be aware of what kind of offerings are being presented to you this week. Specifically emotionally fulfilling ones. What's this Five of Swords? Yeah, we have the Four of Swords. So really, they're saying take a step back with these conflicting thoughts. Really try to like ground yourself, center yourself. Fours are about stability, and then fives are about conflict. So this is saying like you're going to have these conflicting thoughts. You really need to either, internalize, like I said with the Hermit, or externalize, talk to somebody, friend, counselor, someone that you trust in your life, and try to figure it out this way. Try to find that stability within yourself. What's this Three of Cups energy, please? We have the Five of Pentacles. So feeling a sense of lack. This is shame or guilt. You're feeling a sense of lack. So something about connecting with others is going to be really healing for you this week. And needing to kind of like push through this. We had 3 fives now. We had the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. So this is like a change. There's some sort of change happening. And that's why you're having conflicting thoughts. That's why you're having conflicting feelings. That's why you're feeling lack. Is because sometimes change can be really scary, and it can bring up those old trauma wounds. So really needing to rely on other people. Connection's going to be super important for you this week. Reaching out for support. Reaching out, asking questions. What's this Six of Cups? We have the Hanged Man. So this is about kind of like taking that pause. Remember I said going internally with all this moving energy, with all this energy flowing. It's really like trying to figure out what your next move is. I think there's going to be sort of some enlightening process, some sort of epiphany that will be happening. So you may need to take a pause to self-reflect, to kind of find that epiphany, to kind of figure out like where your next move is. What's this Five of Cups energy? We have the Hierophant, so another 5. 4 fives now. This is big 5. This is something that you're learning. There's opportunities here. There are opportunities here. There's also an element of duality. So sometimes I feel like when we have those conflicting thoughts, those conflicting feelings, those conflicting, feeling like we're not good enough, that shame, that pain, that guilt, that we're feeling like we're not enough, or we can't measure up. that has to deal with the duality of this 3D world. And so sometimes it's very uncomfortable, and holding that tension between those dual forces. Um, Carl Jung called that the tension between the opposites. Holding that tension can be very uncomfortable, but it's necessary for this process. It's necessary for this learning process, for this healing process, for this growth process, to find out where are your values, what are your values, um, that sort of thing. So, what is this hermit energy, please? The Eight of Cups. Yeah, really needing to rely on yourself, go internally to figure out, use your intuition with what it is you need to move away from. Something's not fulfilling you. And we can see that with this Four of Cups up here too. I feel like this could be about this overwhelm possibly, but it doesn't have to be. There's something where you're moving on. The risk has greater benefits than you just staying in the same place. And you're having that epiphany here. What's this Knight of Swords energy? The Five of Cups again. Oh my gosh, we have 5 fives now, you guys. So fast moving, a lot of quick thinking, quick communication, maybe a little bit chaotic. There's something where you kind of need to shift your perspective. So, and that's why I was with this Four of Swords. That's what I was saying with this Four of Swords is like, you are disappointed about something, but you're not looking at the bigger picture. You're only looking at one piece of it. So if there's something that's disappointing you throughout this full moon energy, the next few days, the next week or so, I would really try to expand your awareness around it. Like take a more holistic approach to looking at it. What's this Two of Pentacles? What is this Two of Pentacles energy? The Five of, oh my gosh, so many fives. The Five of Wands. Yeah, you're trying to balance it out because, like I said, there's a lot of chaos around you. There's a lot of conflicting energy. Maybe you're hearing one thing from one person and another thing from another person. And it's really confusing and it's contributing to kind of like this chaotic energy where you're just kind of like, remember I said like you're shutting down. So, just really be cognizant of that, like of balancing yourself out this week with this full moon. Really being standing firm in your power, knowing what you know, knowing who you are. What's this Queen of Cups energy? Knight of Wands. Yeah, so a lot of passion, and they're saying, you can propel that passion by giving to yourself first. So this self-care this week, this empathy, this intuition that you have about yourself, you connecting yourself with your higher self is really going to propel your passion, and it's going to feed that passion so that you can move forward with your value system intact. What's this Six of Pentacles? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so balancing it out, this reciprocity with other people, giving and taking, trying to balance your relationships. There's an opportunity for a new beginning this week with this new moon, or with this full moon. We have the Page of Swords. So this is a learning process. You're kind of in the process of learning about your emotional self-expression, like how you express those emotions, how you kind of like master those emotions, how your thoughts are connected to your emotions. That's kind of what you're learning this week. So that is very beautiful. That's very beautiful. That's a lot going on for this full moon. So I'm gonna take an energy oracle and we'll see if there's anything else that comes out. Big things are, there's a lot of changes happening. Be prepared for a lot of changes. Be prepared to feel a little insecure at times. You're going to feel insecure in your thoughts and your feelings, in your emotions. You're going to feel insecure about your stability. Maybe a little bit of imposter syndrome you could be struggling with. And that's just part of the process. They're saying that's part of the process, and you really need to focus your energy inward or ask help from outside people that you trust and that you know have your best interest at heart. That's how you're going to get through this, but this is ultimately supposed to be a learning process for you. That's why there's obstacles, because learning processes always have obstacles, but learning processes always have opportunity, and there's huge opportunity. There's more than one opportunity here for you. You just need to kind of ground yourself, center yourself within this chaotic energy this week. So they've given you multiple ways to do that: centering your emotions, seeking help from friends, um, resting, taking care of yourself, basic needs, drinking water, eating, sleeping, those kinds of things. Also, like, just kind of being okay with that tension. You're going to be between these opposing forces. There's going to be people telling you one thing and then you turn around and somebody tells you another thing. So not getting sucked into the drama of that, just remaining calm and centered throughout that. So that's so beautiful. So let's see what the energy oracle has to say for everyone for the full moon in Aquarius. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. So this is your third eye chakra. So paying attention to that intuition. I'm going to take like one or two more, I think. Paying attention to the intuition. What is it that you need? I think I spoke about this in last week's reading. Jacqueline Strickland, she always says focus on needs, not approval. And I feel like that's really pertinent here. Angel of Balance. Yeah, so again, we're seeing that balance. It's really about grounding yourself, centering yourself. How can you find your inner peace with this full moon? Because I feel like there's going to be a lot going on around you. Angel of Strength, yeah, perseverance, courage, having the courage to persevere, having the vulnerability to, have that humility. Sorry, I didn't mean to rhyme. I always do that. I love poetry and I love words, but I always talk and then I rhyme, and it's, my teenagers tell me it's cringe. Sorry. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So this is your sacral chakra. This is your passion. There's something here within this change, within this opportunity, where you're learning about how your intuition is related to your passion, to the things that you're passionate about. How you balancing yourself out is related to what you're passionate about, and you're going to continue moving this energy, flowing this energy along. So this is so beautiful. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope it resonated. I hope you guys have a fantastic full moon, and thank you guys so much for stopping by today.